Please take a moment to ensure that your mobile phones are switched off or put on silent mode, and note that the use of flash photography is prohibited. During the show, we ask that you remain in your seat and avoid any unnecessary movement that may distract the performers or fellow audience members. We would like to remind you that the production contains some loud noises, flashing lights, and special effects that may not be suitable for very young children. Parental guidance is advised. Lastly, we hope that you enjoy the show and are transported into a world of imagination and wonder. Thank you for joining us for Into the Woods.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young maiden,
more than life,
a sad young lad,
more than jewels,
I wish,
and a childless baker,
more than life,
I wish,
with his wife,
more than anything,
more than the moon,
I wish the king is giving a festival,
more than life,
I
wish to go to the festival,
more than riches.
I wish my cow would give us some milk.
more than anything,
I wish we had a child.
Please,
want a
cows,
child.
please,
I
cows.
wish to go to the
I wish you give us
I
some
wish
milk.
we
want
might have a
to
child.
please,
I wish.
The festival?
the poor girl's mother had died.
You Cinderella, the festival? You wish to go to the festival? The festival? The King's Festival?
And her father had taken for his new wife,
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails.
look at your dress.
People would laugh at you. She still wants to go to the festival and dance before the prince. Ha, 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 ha.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child! What in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she. How many times must I tell you only she's can produce milk? Why come in, little girl?
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you'll pick them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us. And perhaps a sticky bun or 4.
Birds in the sky, birds in the leaves in the fields and the castles and ponds.
And a few of those
Come, little birds,
please.
down from the eaves and the leaves over fields out of castles and ponds.
Those breeze pies.
Quick little birds, flick through the ashes, pick and peck, but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But Mother, no, he's the best cow.
Was. She's been dry for a week. We've no food, no money, and no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her! There are bugs on her ducks. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump.
But
Son, we've no time to sit and dither. Wallow withers with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I feel your touch.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. You're certain of your way. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fears, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Don't stray and be late.
And save some of those sweets for Granny. Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods and who can tell what's waiting on the journey. Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark.
Fly birds, back to the sky, back to the eaves and the leaves and the fields and the...
Hurry up and do my hair, Cinderella. Are you really wearing that?
Here I found a little tear, Cinderella. Can't you hide it with a hat?
You look beautiful.
I know.
She means me.
Put a twist.
Who will be there?
Mother said be good, father said be nice. That was always their advice, so be nice, Cinderella. Good, Cinderella. Nice, good, good, nice.
Tyler.
What's the good of being good if everyone is blind and you're always left behind? Never mind, Cinderella. Kind, Cinderella. Nice, good, nice. Kind, good, nice.
Not that tight.
I'm sorry.
Claude.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that's what he believed, he was eager to start a family of his own, and concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
We sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish, it's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
Past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddlebreads, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair, or a I let him have the rampion. I had lots to spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair. You should let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No. But you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I inherited that garden from my mother, she warned me that I were to be punished if I ever were to lose any of the beans.
Beans?
The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall, and then bang, crash, the lightning flash, and well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, at last the big day came, and I made my claim. Oh, don't take away the baby, they shrieked and screeched. But I did, and I hid her, or she'll never be reached. And your father cried, and your mother died, when for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified, and I laid a little spell on them. You too, son, that your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But in telling you the same, I tell kings and queens, don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens, especially the beans.
Now, listen to me, Jack. Lead Milky White to the market and fetch the best price you can. No less than £5. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Now how much you to ask?
No more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Jack, 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 head in a sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and wait from day to day will never keep the wolves away. So into the woods, the time is now. We have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. We must begin the journey. Into the woods and don't delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood.
Ladies, our carriage waits.
Now may go to the festival.
The festival? Darling, those nails, darling, those clothes. Lentils are one thing, but darling, with those, you'd make us the fools of the festival and mortify the prince.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be gone.
Good night, Father.
Oh,
I wish.
look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they're the...
Witches' beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you're not coming.
I know you are fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house.
Our house.
No, no,
we must
you're
lift
not to
the
come.
spell together.
Now
The
what am I
spell is
to
on
return
our
with?
house. You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape as red as blood, the hair as yellow as corn, the slipper as pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cape as red as blood, the hair as yellow as corn, the slipper as pure as gold.
The enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella,
The cow is white as milk, the cape as red as blood, the hair as yellow as corn.
The slipper.
The slipper as pure as gold, the cow, the cape, the slipper as pure as gold. Into the woods, it's time to go. It may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey.
Into the woods, the path is straight, you know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell. Into the woods to visit mother. Into the woods to fetch the thing.
To make the potion.
Go to the festival. Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods but not forgetting why you're on the journey. Into the woods to get, I wish, I don't care how, the time is now. Into the woods, the cow. To get the money. Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fears, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid there.
There's something in the glade there.
Into the woods without delay, be careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journeying. Into the woods to see the king, sell the cow, to make the potion, to see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to lift, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. All before dark.
Cinderella had planted the branch at the grave of her mother and visited there so often and wept so much that her tears had watered it until it had become a handsome tree.
I've been good and I've been kind, Mother, doing only what I learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What
Child, specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune, like bad, can befall when least expected.
I wish.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold throw down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How did you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious. But when explained, I am nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to the market, you might have been there long ago, taking your time, Jack.
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, you see, now I'm resting.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds, sir.
Oh, now, Jack, why such a sum?
My mother told me.
Your mother? A boy your age? Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, Oh, come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine, so that grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further into the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be
But
misled.
slow, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plump. What a delectable couple. Utter perfection, one brittle, one supple, one moment,
Mother
my
said, come
dear.
what may, follow the path and never stray.
Just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. This one will be so boring. And look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
It's harm to come to that little girl in the red cape.
Forget the little girl and get the cape.
You frightened me.
That's the cape. Get it, get it, get it.
How am I supposed to get it?
Oh, you go up to the little thing and you take it.
I can't just take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would, but I'm... Oh, my Rapunzel. Listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need. Gets me what I need.
This is ridiculous. I'll never get that red cape, nor find a golden cow or a yellow slipper. Or was it a golden slipper and a yellow cow? Oh no.
The cow is white as milk, the cape as red as blood, the hair as yellow as corn, the slipper as pure as...
What are you doing here?
You forgot your scarf.
You have no business being alone in the wood, and you have no idea what I've come upon here. You'll be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No, the spell is on my house.
Our house?
Only I can lift the spell.
We
The
must
spell
lift
is on
the
my
spell
house.
together. The spell is on. Oh. The cow is white as milk.
Hello there, young man.
Oh, hello, sir.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
I was heading toward market, but I seem to have lost my way.
What are you planning to do there?
And what are you planning to do there?
I sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds? Where am I to get 5 pounds?
She must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I will have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans? We mustn't give up our beans.
Huh?
Well, if we must, beans will bring you food, son.
Beans in exchange for my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry
magic. What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
My mother would.
You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must save one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back someday?
Possibly. Good luck there, young lad.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans. We've no reason to believe they're magic. Are we to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given him more for that creature. We did him a favor. At least he'll have some food.
5 beans.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain, or you'll live to regret it.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes, and maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's crying.
If the thing you do is pure and intent, if it's meant and it's just a little bent, does it matter?
Yes.
No, what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Only 3 more tries and we'll have our prize. If the end's inside, you'll realize
Take the cow and go home. I'll carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty into the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower. And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth,
Rapunzel! 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 Let down your hair to me!
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What a strange name. Strange, yet beautiful. And fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand below her tower and ask her to lower her hair down to me.
Hello there, little one.
Hello.
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets and half the loaf of bread.
Where did you get this beautiful cape?
My
I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that right? I would love to have a red cape like this.
You look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
I don't want to be without my cape.
I want it
back,
badly.
Please, please give it back.
Get the little girl and get the cape!
I just wanted to make certain you really love this cape. No, you go on to your granny's. And you be careful when no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
Ow. If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
So the baker, with newfound determination, went after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh, how uneasy I feel. Perhaps it was all the sweets. Good day, grandmother. My grandmother, you're looking very strange today. What big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
But, grandmother, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
But, grandmother, what large hands you have.
The better to hug you with, my dear.
Oh, grandmother, what a terrible, big, wet mouth you have.
The better to eat you with.
And scarcely had the wolf said this than with a single bound he was devouring the little girl. Well, it had been a full day of eating for both, and with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap.
That grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd. Where's the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eaten. Grandmother, what is this red cape in the corner of your mouth? Seems to me to be a piece of... I'll get the cape out from within your stomach.
What a fright! How dark and dank it was inside that wolf! Kill the devil! Take that knife and cut his evil head off! Let's see the demon sliced into 1,000 bits! Better yet, let the animal die a painful, agonizing, hideous death! Granny! Quiet! Child, this evil needs to be destroyed! Fetch me some great stones. We'll fill his belly with them and watch him try and run away.
Well, I will leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared, but he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where lie secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever, at the end of the path was Granny once again. So we wait in the dark until someone sets us free, and we're brought into the light, and we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers, and though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared, Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, you saved us. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes. Maybe Granny will make me another from the skins of that wolf.
Thank you.
And so the baker, with second article in hand and feeling more satisfied than he had ever felt in his life, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Only a dolt would exchange a cow for beans. Mother, no! To bed without supper for you.
Oh, no, no, no!
little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch under the heavens.
Oh, are you all right, miss?
Yes. I just need to catch my breath.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one? Why ever are you in the woods at this hour?
Onward! Yes! Have you seen a beautiful young maiden in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there. Onward! Ah! Ah!
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
Well, what brings you here? And with a cow?
Oh, my husband somewhere in the woods. He's undoing a spell.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Now, the prince, what was he like?
He's a very nice prince.
And
it's a very nice ball. And when I entered, they trumpeted.
And the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
Well, he's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
We did nothing but dance.
Yes,
And it made a nice change.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
He has charm for prince, I guess.
Yes?
I don't meet a wide range, and it's all very strange.
Are you to return to the festival tomorrow, Eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Would you look over there? An enormous vine growing next to that little cottage.
I mean slippers!
It looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky.
As pure as
I
gold!
must get home.
Wait! I need your shoe! Hey! Come back here! Ah!
One midnight gone.
No knot unties itself.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed? Agreed.
Never mauve the ball.
Or pink. Or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
Slotted soup. Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
The prettier the flower, the farther the path.
One midnight gone.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone.
Sometimes the things you most wish for
One midnight
Yeah,
gone.
yeah,
One midnight gone.
To get what you need, better
One midnight gone. One midnight gone.
Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you've left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you ever know, when the sky is lead and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dare because you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you closer, a giant breast, and you know things now that you never knew before. Not to the sky. Only just when you made a friend and only know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and your stomach stone, and you're really scared being all alone. It's then that you miss all the things you know, the little world you left and the little you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run, and you scramble down and you look below, and the world you know begins to grow. The roof, the house, and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look what I have. 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces.
I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. She allowed me these 5 to do with as I pleased.
Oh my.
Where's Milky White?
Milky White is back home with my wife.
Let's go find them.
Oh wait. I don't know that I wish to sell.
You said I might buy her back.
I know, but I'm not certain 5
Are
gold
you
pieces.
saying that you wish more money?
More money is
Keep
always-
this. I'll go fetch more.
Oh wait, I didn't say. 5 gold pieces. With this money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatch roof and a new chimney.
But could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem delirious. But when explained, I am nothing serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you wish a child? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20.
I've not thought to put a price on it.
Oh, exactly. You haven't thought about much, have you, son?
Give me back the money. It is now yours.
Nor is it Jack's. The money's not what's important. What's important is that your wish be honored.
Come back here. Damn, give me back. What are you doing here now?
I see you have the red cape.
Yes, I have the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2. I have the cape and the cow.
You've the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I should have known better than to have entrusted her to you.
She might just as easily have run from you.
But she didn't.
Oh, but she might
But
have.
she didn't.
But she
Who
might.
cares? The cow is gone. Get it back. Get it back.
We were just about to do that. Here, I can give you this.
Don't give me that, fool. I don't want to touch that. Have you no sense? My sweetness calls. Deliver me the items before tomorrow's midnight, or you'll wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now, please, return to the village. I will make things right, and then we can just go about our life. No more hunting about in the woods for strange objects. No more dim-witted boys and hungry little girls. Go!
Ah, good brother. There you are. Father and I had wondered where you went off to.
I have been looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared like the fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
I'm not certain of that. I must confess, I too have found a lovely maiden. She lives here in the woods.
The woods?
Yes, at the top of a tall tower with no door.
Where?
About 2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy knoll.
And how do you manage a visit?
Oh, I stand below her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Then she lets down the most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to see her.
Wait. Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What kind of name is that? You jest. I have never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She's just as real as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince. None would run from us.
And yet, one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I shall lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in a tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors. Agony, oh, the tortures they teach. What's as intriguing
Or half so fatiguing as what's out of reach? Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome and heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
Do I know?
The girl must be mad.
nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there and you're nearing her, all the while hearing her. Agony, misery, though it's different for each.
Always 10 steps behind.
Always 10 feet below, and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman, have you encountered a young man with short dark hair and a sunny yet occasionally vague disposition answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow?
That's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be very queer with their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
That's okay too.
Yes. Well, I've not seen your son today.
Well, he better not be going up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead, I say. Jack! Jack! Jack!
Moo, moo, moo.
Moo! Looking for your cow.
Where did you find her? Hello? Okay.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to make amends.
Oh, I want you to stay out of this, old man.
I'm here to see that your wish is granted.
You've caused enough trouble. Keep out of my path.
No.
I hope there are no witches to encounter. Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair to me!
Is that you, my prince?
Yes. Excuse me for this. You do take plenty of spills, don't you?
It's these slippers! They're not suited for these surroundings. They're not much suited for dancing either.
I'd say those slippers were as pure as gold.
Yes, they're all you could wish for in beauty.
But I wouldn't give for just one.
One is not likely to do you much good.
Was the ball just as wonderful as last evening?
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
Yes, and
they have far too much food.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh, who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes, and?
And I'm not in the mood. I have no experience with princes or castles or gowns.
Nonsense. Every girl dreams
Look,
of...
sir, look!
Yes, there she is. Move!
I must run.
And I must have your shoe.
Stop that!
Where did she go?
Who?
Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden in the ball gown. She went in that direction. I tried holding her here for you, but...
I can capture my own maiden, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Where'd he
Go. Where did he go?
Who? The prince, of course.
They went in that direction. But you'll never reach them.
We would have if the Mongol with the cow hadn't molested us.
Cow?
Please let me just compare this color with that of your own.
He wants to compare her to corn!
I thought you were returning home. I've had no luck.
You've the cow.
Yes, I have the cow. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your coal.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in the tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We've 1 entire day left. Surely we can find the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it'll take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the wood. More sure, more sharing. You're getting us through the wood. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us. You came through. When the journey was rough, it was you. It took 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, who can tell if you do? It takes 2.
You've changed, you're thriving. There's something about the woods, not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I'd feared we'd stay the same forever. And then out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate, clever.
It takes 1 to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes 2 of you. It's no fun, but what needs to be done you can do. When there's 2 of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us as a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there. We've changed. We're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods. Just the 2 of us, beyond lies. Safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us. It takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want 4, we had none. We've got 3. We need 1. It takes 2.
Oh, Providence! My milky white, and the owners, and my head!
I've never seen a egg.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you, sir.
5 gold pieces.
Now I'm taking my cow.
And now I never said I would sell.
You took the 5 gold pieces.
You took 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, you gave.
Where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man.
I said I could have my cow.
I never said you could, I said you might.
You would take money before a child?
Milky White is dead.
2.
Till midnight's gone.
Wanting a ball is not wanting a prince.
Near may be better than far, but it still isn't there. Near may be better than far, but it still isn't there.
The ball.
So near. So far.
You never loved somebody else's child.
Till I gone.
The way you love
So near.
your own.
The prince.
So far.
The greatest ties can often lie at the end of the thorniest path.
2 minutes
Two
gone.
minutes,
2
2
minutes
minutes
gone.
gone.
exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White, believing that when the witch said a cow is white as milk, she was referring to a live one.
You must go to the village in search of another bean.
Cow?
Yes, cow.
And what do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
Here, tell them it's magic.
No one with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Steal it! Just 2 days ago, you were accusing me of exercising deceit in securing the cow.
Then don't steal it. And resign yourself to childless life.
I think it best you go for the cow. As I have met a maiden with a golden slipper these previous eves, and I think I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine.
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 Simply fine.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel,
No!
the witch discovered her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
What did I clearly say? Children must listen.
No, please.
What were you not to do? Children must see and learn. Why could you not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. Ah, but I am bold. I am ugly. I embarrass you.
No.
Yes, you are ashamed of me.
No.
Yes, you are ashamed. You don't understand.
It was lonely atop that tower.
I was not company enough.
I'm no longer a child. I wish to see the world.
Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. Who out there could love you more than I? One out there that I cannot supply. Stay with me. Stay with me. The world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child with me. I gave you protection, and yet you disobeyed me. Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor? I will not share you, but I will show you a world you have never seen.
When is a white cow not a white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Go away, old man. Your questions make no sense.
In need of another cow?
What a beautiful cape.
Stay away from my cape. I'll slice you into 1,000 bits.
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
My granny made it for me from a wolf that attacked us. And I got to skin the animal. And best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg came from that hen. Where did you get that egg?
I stole it from the kingdom of the giant, up there. And if you think this is something, you should see the golden harp that the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without your even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go up to the kingdom right now and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
I am not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise.
But the bird no longer sits in her cage.
And unfortunately, he fell into a patch of thorns which pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her last visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares. Knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares. And I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think, well, it's a thought, what would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? And then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, which you don't? So then which do you pick? Where you're safe out of sight and yourself, but where everything's wrong? Or where everything's right and you know that you'll never be long? And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball, it's exciting and all once you're there, though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough 'cause you're still standing stuck in the stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes, then from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace.
Don't come any closer to me!
Please, just hear me out.
We have nothing to discuss. You have attacked me once before.
I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it.
Oh.
But here is a magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean? Oh, nonsense.
Don't do that.
I have already given up one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to give up another.
I need that shoe to have a child.
That makes no sense.
Well, does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
Stop!
Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
Who is that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I've done nothing.
I have the cow.
The slipper. We've all four.
I will give this to the prince, and we will search the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who fit this shoe.
It's mine. I don't care.
Give her the slipper and all will come to...
Sir, just a bolt of lightning and a far-off kingdom.
How dare you go off in search without me?
My apologies. I thought
Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse and smeared the entire staircase in pitch. And there, when she ran, remained the maiden's slipper.
Brilliant.
I thought so. Did create quite a mess when the other guests tried to leave.
And sir, I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Ah, good.
Give her the slipper and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I see.
Oh, shut up!
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort. And we only need the one. Oh.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk calling for his axe, and when he took it, he raced to the bottom and began hacking at the stalk. Suddenly, there was a crash. The beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre!
Worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, then he's safe. And if he's been crushed, well, nothing any of us can do about that now, is there? We must be off. I need my rest, or tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anybody care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
He is dead, isn't he?
Well, with such a thud, I would suppose.
The third midnight is near. I see a cow, I see a slipper.
And the cape as red as blood.
And the hair is yellow as corn.
You've all the objects.
Yes.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, she is. She is.
This cow has been covered with flour.
We had a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you prefer a live one.
Well, of course I prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead one and I'll bring her back to life.
You can do that?
Now!
There you are. I was worried sick.
Mother, look. The most beautiful harp.
You've stolen too much. You could have been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy.
What's happening?
Milky White is dead. But don't worry. They're going to bring her back to life.
Oh, my Milky White. Now I have two friends, a cow and a harp.
Quick, quietly, feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me, feed them to the cow.
Go. Go.
Fill this.
I'll do it. She'll only milk for me. Squeeze, pal!
Wrong ingredients. You can forget about a child.
Wait! We followed your instructions. 1, the cow is as white as milk, correct?
Yes!
And 2, the cape is certainly as red as blood.
Yes!
And 3, the slipper.
Yes!
And 4, compare the hair with this ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
What? What were you doing there?
I happened to be passing by.
No, I touched that hair. Can't you understand? I can't have touched any of the objects.
No.
The corn! The corn!
What?
The silky hair of the corn. Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow. Quickly!
This had better work, old man, or by the stroke of midnight, your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please, not now.
Yes, meet your father.
Father? Could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from you, son, but...
It's working!
She's milking!
I don't understand.
Not now! Into the cup!
We giving you what you wish.
Now when can we expect a child?
Son!
What's wrong? What's happening?
Where are you going?
All is repaired.
Father! He's dead!
And so the mysterious man died after having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who was cursed with age and ugliness that night when her beans were stolen and the lightning flashed, was now returned to her former state of youth and beauty. And Milky White, after a severe night of indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When he reached Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful, my toe.
Darling, I know.
What do we do?
It'll have to go, but when you're as bright, you consider right. You'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed, swallowing the pain, and joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride.
Look at the blood within the shoe. This one is not of the bride, that's true. Search for the foot that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to put on the shoe.
Why would it fit?
Darling, we still cut off a bit of the heel and it will. And when you're as bright, you'll have such a life, you'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed, swallowing her pain. But as she was being helped onto the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed the blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No, only a little stunted kitchen wench which is a wife left behind. But she is much too dirty. She cannot present herself.
I insist.
And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove. It fit like a glove.
It fits like a glove. This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son!
Okay.
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, he took Cinderella on his horse and rode off.
No blood at all within the shoe. This is the proper bride for you, fit to attend a prince.
Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert until one day, her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. And when Rapunzel saw him, she fell into his arms, weeping. Two of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I was going to come fetch you as soon as you'd learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Surely you remember.
Mother?
This is who I truly am. Come with me, child. We can be as happy as we once were.
She will not be going with you.
Let her speak for herself. You're the only family I know. Come with me, please. Then you leave me no choice.
In the way of these tales, in return for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power. When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win favor with their sister and share in her good fortune. But as they stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes and punished them with blindness.
I see your prince has found you.
Yes.
Thank you for the slipper.
I didn't think I'd wed a prince.
I didn't think I'd ever find you
I didn't think I could be so happy.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live long and happy lives. Ever after.
Ever after.
Journey's over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow and extended. Ever after.
Ever after.
All the curses have been ended, the reverse is wiped away. All is tenderness and laughter for forever after.
Happy now and happy hence and happy ever after.
There were dangers and confusions,
we hated.
and the past would often swerve.
We laughed.
There were constant
Amazing.
disillusions,
That we did.
but they never lost their nerve.
Never.
And they reached the right conclusions, and they got what they deserve. Not a sigh and not a sorrow, tenderness and laughter, joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was greedy. I was vain. I was funny. I was smug. We were happy. It was fun.
We were blind.
Then we went into the woods to get our wish, and now we're really
I
blind.
was perfect. I had everything but beauty. I had power. Had a daughter like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods to get my wish, and now I'm ordinary. Lost my power and my flower. Unhappy now, unhappy hence as well as ever after. Had we used our common sense, been worthy of our discontent.
Happy and forever, you must see your wish come true. Don't be careful, don't be clever. When you see your wish pursue, it's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do. Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's dark, and though you may lose the path you may
Though it's
follow.
fearful, though it's deep, though it's dark,
You must
you
not
may
stop, you
lose.
must not bark, you must not walk. Don't speak, don't talk, you may lose. You must not love, you hate to roll. You wish you could have your wish, but you can't just wish till you get your wish. You go into the woods where nothing's clear, where witches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, in vain perhaps, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell. Into the woods to lose the longing.
Into the woods to have a child,
To wed the prince.
to get the money,
To save the house.
to kill the wolf,
To find the father.
to conquer the kingdom,
To have, to wed, to get, to save, to kill, to keep, to go to the festival. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods.
to be continued.
And happy ever after.
Welcome back to my most favorite listeners. The 10-minute intermission of Into the Woods is now over. I hope that you purchased something to eat, stretched your legs, and prepared yourself for the rest of our show. Before we begin, however, we would like to remind you that mobile phones should be silenced or turned off, and that flash photography is still prohibited. Don't go getting any bright ideas. Now, without any further ado, it is time for us all to go back into the woods.
Once upon a time. Later,
I wish
in the same far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young princess,
more than life,
the lad Jack,
more than footmen.
I wish.
and the baker and his family.
No, I miss.
I wish
more than anything.
more than the moon,
I wish to sponsor a festival.
more than life,
I miss.
The time has come for a festival.
more than riches,
That's a
I
ball.
miss my kingdom up in the sky.
more than
I
anything.
wish we had more room.
Another.
Despite some minor inconveniences, they were all content.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection.
I never thought I could be so
happy.
Not an unhappy moment since.
We'd be this
Not a
rich.
conceivable
I
objection.
never thought we'd have a
I never
baby.
thought I could be
I'm
so
so
happy.
Happy now, happy hands, happy ever after. We're so happy, you're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Not one row.
Lots of hands with my cow.
Little gurgles.
Darling, I must go
We
now.
should really sell it.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes may bring problems such that you regret them. Better that though than to never get them.
I'm gonna be the perfect one.
I'm gonna be the perfect son. I'm gonna be a perfect
I'm
mom.
gonna be the perfect
I'm
father.
gonna see that he is so
happy.
I never thought I'd love my life. I would have settled for another. Then to become a
Then to get a child, that fortune smile, I'm so happy.
If only this cottage were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand when we could simply move to another cottage?
We will not move. This was my father's house, and that will be my son's.
You would raise a child alongside a witch.
Why does he always cry when I hold him?
Babies cry, he's fine. You needn't hold him as if he were so fragile.
He wants his mother here.
I can't take care of him all of the time.
I will take care of him when he's older.
We had to go through thick and thin.
We had to lose a lot to win.
I never thought I'd be so much I hadn't been. I'm so happy.
Are you all right?
I think so.
And the baby?
Yes, he's fine. And you?
You. Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
What of your garden?
Look!
Destroyed.
What has happened?
I was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
What could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything with footprints that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear? Bears are sweet. Besides, you ever see a bear with 40-foot feet?
Dragon?
No scorch marks. Usually they're linked.
Manticore?
Imaginary.
Griffin?
Extinct.
A giant?
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
The royal family, of course.
The royal family. I wouldn't count on that family to snuff out a rat. With a giant, we'll all have to go into battle. Oh, a giant's the worst. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big that we are just an expendable bug beneath its foot. Boom! Crunch!
Oh, we are moving.
And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker. What can we do for you?
I've come to investigate the destruction that was brought upon our house today.
Jack has been at home all day.
The baker told Jack and his mother that he feared there was a giant in the land.
I can recognize a giant's footstep. I could go over to your house and... You'll do no such thing.
Any help at all?
Sorry, but you'll get none from us. Nobody cared when there was a giant in my backyard. Nobody cared when there was a giant in my backyard.
A giant in your backyard is one thing. A crushed home is quite another.
Don't worry, young man. Giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm taking this to the castle nonetheless.
When the baker reached the castle, it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam. This small man insists on seeing you.
Princess, I've come to report the appearance of a giant in the land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't quite see it.
Then how do you know there is a giant in the land?
Our house was destroyed, and there are footprints.
That could have been caused by any number of things. I will show you to the door.
Wait.
A nearby household was visited by a giant not long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
Oh, yes, I remember.
That giant was slain. Now, come along.
Wait, please. We have a young child. Princess, our child was very difficult to come by. His safety is of great importance to us.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
I will take this up with the prince when he returns. Thank you.
I'm off to the market.
Goodbye, Mother.
Now, I want you to stay inside.
But I haven't been outside all day.
Listen, I don't want you out there when there might be a giant on the loose.
But I know how to kill a giant.
Please, we've had our fill of giants.
But Mother, if I could help.
Enough. Promise me you won't leave your surroundings.
But Mother, I'm a man now.
You'll always be a little boy in your mother's eyes. I want you to promise. Promise!
I promise.
What happened to your house?
We had a baking accident.
Baking accident?
No use frightening the young thing.
You can't frighten her.
Well, I guess Granny will have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I've all I can carry.
Why such a load?
We had an accident too. I came home to find our house collapsed as if a big wind blew it in. I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh no.
So I salvaged what I could, and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends! What news of you? What of Mother's grave? Oh, what kind of trouble? Oh no, I can't investigate. A princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted. Good idea! I'll disguise myself and go to see what's wrong. Thank you, birds!
We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
We're not going to let her go alone.
All right, I'll take you.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
But not when there have been such winds blowing.
That's right. We'll all take you.
No.
I'm not going to stay here with the baby when such winds might return to this house too.
I know my mother made me promise, but I'm going to find that giant anyway.
Into the woods, it's always when you think at last you're through, and then into the woods you go again to take another journey.
Into the woods, the weather's clear, we've been before, we not to fear. Into the woods, away from here.
To the woods to find the giant.
To the woods, to grandmother's house.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods, it's not so late, it's just another journey.
woods, but not too long. The skies are strange, the winds are strong. Into the woods to see what's wrong.
Into the woods to slay the giant.
Into the woods to shield the child. Flee the winds.
To find a future.
To shield.
To slay.
To find.
To fix.
To hide. To move.
To battle.
To see what the trouble is.
Rapunzel, what are you doing here? What has happened?
Oh, nothing. You just locked me in a tower without company for 14 years, then blinded my prince, and then banished me to a desert where I had little to eat, and then I bore twins. Because of you, I'll never, never be happy.
I was just trying to be a good mother. Stay with me. There's a giant running about.
Good brother, what a surprise.
Brother, how good to see you.
What brings you into the wood today?
I'm investigating news of a giant.
You investigating news of a giant? Not even father would do that. That's work for a steward, or even less.
Well, what brings you to the wood?
Rapunzel has run off.
Run off?
She's a changed woman, subject to fits of hysteric crying, mood swings no mere mortal can predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And, Cinderella?
She remains, well?
Does she? Now, brother, tell me what you're really doing here.
High in a tower like yours was, but higher, our beauty asleep. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen. When the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask it, I'm made in a glass, just as unwakeable. What unmistakable agony is the way always barred. She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always enthralled most to anything almost or something asleep.
If it were not for the thicket.
A thicket's no trick, is it, Dick?
It's the thickest.
The quickest is pick it apart with the stick.
Yes, but even one prick, it's my thing about blood.
Well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarfs.
Dwarfs! Dwarfs are very upsetting. Not forgetting the tasks unachievable, mountains unscalable, if it's conceivable, but unavailable. Agony, misery, not to know what you miss.
While they lie there for years,
and you cry on their beers,
what unbearable bliss.
Agony that can cut like a knife. Ah, well, back to my Rapunzel, I must be off. Godspeed to you, brother.
Godspeed.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
We went down the dell. Perhaps you forgot the way. Path is straight.
What's straight? Now, there is no path.
Where's the stream? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny? Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No!
I guess we'll have to find Granny's house without the path.
Mother warned me never to stray from the path.
The path has strayed from you.
Wait. That looks looks familiar. See in the distance, 3 oak trees.
Yes, I recognize.
Who might that be?
It's Stuart and the royal family. What brings you into the woods?
The castle has been set upon by a giant.
Oh no.
I told you. Why didn't you do something?
I don't make policy, I carry it out.
That you can't count on the royal family to solve your problems.
I think it best we go back to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Look what path the giant took to the castle.
Oh no.
What?
All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans, and there's not much left of your home either.
But I heard giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong.
Maybe we should go back to...
The giant's a woman!
That size!
There is no lad who killed my husband.
There is no lad here.
We haven't seen him.
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk.
I'll get him for you right away. Don't move.
It was you who destroyed our house. Not a great wind. It's because of you I have no mother.
And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter. And then he stole our gold, our head, and our heart. Then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoing.
We are not responsible for him.
Oh, you're wasting your breath.
She's right. You can't reason with a dumb giant.
Not all giants are dumb. Give me the boy.
I told you, he's not here.
The girl is telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he's delivered to me.
The giant, who was nearsighted, remained convinced that she had found the lad. There was no consensus among them for which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her.
I no longer have my powers. If I did, you really think I'd be standing around here with all of you? Now we'll have to give her someone.
Who?
The steward. It's in his line of duty to sacrifice himself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not giving up my life for anyone.
I'm waiting.
You must understand, these were not people familiar with making choices. Their past experiences in the woods have in no way prepared them for a force this great.
Excuse me. Would you like a blind girl instead?
How dare you?
Put them out of their misery.
We're not that miserable.
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want a woman.
Fine, then what do you suggest we do?
I'm still waiting.
It is interesting to examine the moral issue at question here. The finality of stories such as these dictate... Right. I tell this story. I'm not part of it.
That's right.
Not one of us.
Always on the outside.
That's my role. There must always be someone on the outside.
Oh, you're going to be on the inside now.
You're making a big mistake.
Nonsense.
There must be an objective observer to pass the story along.
Some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
If you drag me into this, you won't know how your stories end. You'll be lost.
Wait, he's right. He's the only one who knows the story.
You think it'll be fun when you have to tell it for yourselves? Think of your baby.
Stop. He's right. Let him go. And put that knife away.
Now, that's better. You don't want to live in a world of chaos. There must always be someone.
Here's the lad!
I'm not the lad!
This is not the lad!
Don't drop!
No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, 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 no!
Why did you push him into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of him too!
We might have thought of something else.
Oh, if it were up to you, a decision would never be made.
Now that he's gone, we'll never know what will happen next. We'll manage.
Must I search among you?
Jack was just a boy. We had no food to eat, and he sold his beloved cow in exchange for magic beans. If anyone is to be punished, it's the man who made that exchange.
That's right.
Nonsense.
He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrongs.
We've suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You are getting me angry!
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who has been flouncing in our kingdom?
Be quiet!
I'll hide my son, and you'll never find him.
Don't upset the giant.
You'll never find him.
I'm warning you!
And if you don't return this instant, we'll get you for all you.
Where is your son? Is that him?
No, this is not the boy. Stay here.
The boy is hiding in the steeple tower. You can find him there.
Yes, that's true.
Rapunzel.
If he is not, I will return and find you!
No, don't step on the... She's in poor condition.
Wake up.
Please don't let them get Jack.
We won't.
Promise me you won't let him get hurt as I stand at death's door.
I'll do all I can.
Promise me.
All right. I promise.
Jack.
No, you come away from there. You killed her!
I was thinking of the greater good. That's my job.
This is the world I meant. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay content, safe behind walls, as I could not? No matter what you say, children won't listen. No matter what you know, children refuse to learn. Guide them along the way, still they won't listen. Children can only grow from something you love to something you lose.
Life was so steady, and now this. When are things going to return to normal?
We must be gone if we are to arrive before nightfall.
Where are you going?
We're going to a hidden kingdom.
We can't take everyone.
Fools, there's nowhere to hide.
You'll never get there. We have to stay here and find our way out of this together.
Some people are cut out to battle giants, and others are not. I don't have the Constitution, and as long as I can be of no help, I'm going to hide. Everything will work out fine in the end.
Not always.
Oh, I hope the giant steps on them all.
You shouldn't say that. You were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
Since when have you become so squeamish? Huh? How many wolves have you carved
A
up?
wolf's not the same.
Ask a wolf's mother.
Stop it!
I suggest we find that boy and give her what she wants.
If we give the boy to the giant, she'll kill him too.
And if we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom!
One step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes, Makes amends.
Yes, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yes. He's really a sweet boy at heart. She'll see that.
Oh, you people are so blind. It's because of that boy that there's a giant in our land. Now, will you continue talking about that problem? I'll find that lad and serve him to the giant for lunch.
Really going to let her feed the boy to the giant?
No.
I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, stay here with the baby.
We'll fan out. It'll increase our chances of finding him.
What if one of us were to get lost?
We'll count our steps from right here. No. You stay here with the baby. I do not want you roaming about the woods.
You would trust our baby with her?
Yes, the baby is asleep. He'll be safe with the girl.
What if the giant were to return here?
The giant will not harm them. I know.
But how do you know?
I know.
But what if...
But what if? But what if? Will only a giant's footsteps stop your arguing? 100 paces. Go!
One, 2, 3, 4.
81, 82, 83, 84. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You must be here to slay the giant.
Yeah.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have?
Yes.
What are you doing alone in the woods?
I came with my husband. It's a long story.
He would let you roam alone in the woods?
No, actually, it was my choice. I'm looking for a lad.
Your choice. How brave.
Brave?
Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. Wait 1 moment, please. We can't do this. You have a princess.
Yes, I do.
And I have a baker.
You're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize the moment. Skies may fall any moment.
Oh, but this is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant. Best to take the moment present as a present for the moment.
'81, '82, '83, '80. What's wrong, ma'am? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Mother's grave destroyed.
I'm sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
Oh, don't say that.
It's true. You wouldn't understand.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a giant on the loose.
I'm sure the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
There's been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
I understand that's what princes do.
Not every prince.
You look just like the princess, but dirty. You are the princess.
Please, get up. Get up. Get up. I'm not a princess here.
What are you to do?
I must return to the castle.
Wait! Haven't you heard? We came upon the royal family. The castle's been set upon by the giant.
And the prince?
He was not with them. You must come with us. You shall be safe in our company.
Why?
The giant?
Oh, the giant. I'd almost forgotten. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods. our moment shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is a moment when you're in the woods. I must be off to slay the giant. That's what the next moment holds for me. I shall not forget you. How brave you are to be alone in the woods, and how alive you've made me feel.
What was that? Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me? And kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up, stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not beseeming, what is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, you can't live in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth, and a baker for bread, and a prince for whatever. Never, it's these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't. Just a trick of the woods. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never end? That's what woods are for those moments in the woods. Oh, if life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you never know you had one. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment who can live in the woods. And to get what you wish, only just for a moment, these are dangerous woods. Let the moment go, don't forget it for a moment though. Just remembering you've had an end when you're back to or makes the or mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods.
Should be back by now.
She wouldn't get lost.
I'm sure she'll return.
No, I must go in search of her.
We'll come too.
No, stay here. I will count 100 paces. I shall return soon.
Look who I found! Please don't let her give me to the giant. It's not our fault the giant wants you. You're hurting me. Let go of him.
Alone.
Where did you find this? Where's my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her. She was under a tree.
He was sobbing over her as if she was his own mother.
How awful.
How could I let this happen? I should never have let her wander off alone.
I buried her in a footprint.
I should have insisted she stay home.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Wake up! There are people dying all around you. You're not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now I'm taking this boy to the giant before we're all so much dead meat. Boom, crunch!
Keep away from him!
This is no time to be soft-hearted. He's going to the giant. I'm taking him.
Yes, he's the one to blame. Because of you, there's a giant in our midst, and my wife is dead.
But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans. And without those beans, there had been no stock to get up to the giants in the first place.
Wait a minute, Magic. Beans for a cow so old that you had to tell a lie to sell it, which you told were they worthless beans, were they oversold, until who persuaded you to steal that gold.
See, it's your fault.
No.
So it's your fault.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute. I always stole the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
Yes.
No, it isn't. I had kept those beans, but my house was cursed. She made us get the cow to get the curse reversed.
It's his father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first place.
Oh, then it's his fault.
So-
it was his fault.
No.
Then it's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute, though I chopped down the beanstalk, right? That's clear, but without any beanstalk, then what's clear is how did the second giant get down here in the first place? Second place?
Yes.
Well, who had the other bean?
The other bean?
The other bean?
You pocketed the other bean?
I didn't. Yes, I did.
So it's yours.
No, it isn't, because I gave it to my wife.
So it's her.
No, it isn't.
Then whose is it?
Wait a minute. She exchanged that bean to obtain your shoe, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
You mean that old bean that your wife held dear? Well, I never knew it, so I threw it. Don't look here.
So it's your fault.
But
It is her fault. And it isn't mine at all.
But what?
Well, if you hadn't gone back up again.
We were needy.
You were greedy. Did you need that hen?
But I got it from my mother.
So it's her fault then.
Yes, and what about the harp in the third place?
Harp, yes.
She went and dared me to.
I dared you to?
You dared me to. She said that I was scared to.
Me?
She dared
No,
me.
I didn't.
So it's your fault. Wait a minute. If you hadn't dared him to.
And you had left the harp
Well, if
alone, we
you
wouldn't
hadn't
be in
thrown
trouble
away
in the
bean
first place.
Well, if you
It was
hadn't
your
raised
fault.
them in the
Yes,
first
You
place.
hadn't raised them in
Right,
the first
you
place.
raised beans in the first place.
It's your fault.
You're responsible. You're the one to blame. It's your fault.
It's the last midnight. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be boom, squish. Told a little lie, stole a little gold, broke a little vow. Did you? Had to get your prince, had to get your cow, had to get your wish, doesn't matter how, anyway it doesn't matter now. It's the last of midnight, it's the boom splat, nothing but a vast of midnight, everybody smash flat. Nothing we can do, not exactly true. We can always give her the boy. No, no, of course what really matters is the blame. Somebody to blame. Fine if that's a thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy. No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the world. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch. You're all liars and thieves like his father. Like his son will be too. Oh, why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last of midnight, so goodbye. Oh, coming at you fast of midnight. Soon you'll see the sky fall. Here you want a bean, have another bean. Beans are made for making you rich. Plant them and they soar. Here you want some more. Listen to the roar. Try and tie the score. Oh, you can blame another witch. It's the last of midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's past of midnight, I'm giving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on all fours. Sorry, mother wed, lost the beans again. Punish me the way you did then. Give me claws and a hunch, just away from this bunch. And the gloom, and the doom, and the boom. Crunch!
shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path.
Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yes, maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we had to find our way out of this together.
It doesn't matter if we're together or apart.
We need your help!
You don't understand. My wife was the one who really helped. I depended on her for everything.
You would leave your child?
He would be happier in the arms of a princess.
But wait!
I thought you were dead.
Not completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that true?
It's because of you all this happened.
I strayed into the garden to get your mother a gift, and I foolishly took those beans for myself. How was I to know? How are we ever to know? And when she died, I ran away from my guilt. Now, tell me, aren't you doing the same?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions, please. No more tests. Comes the day you say, what for? Please, no more.
We disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't.
What?
They disappoint, in turn I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo, left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the yonder. Running away, go to it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care unless there's a way. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions, different kind to go. Where are we ever to go? Running away will do it. Why sit around resigned? Troubleless son, the more that you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and the more what you've left behind. We disappoint, we leave a mess, we die but we don't.
We disappoint in turn, I guess, forget though we won't.
Like father, like son.
No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the woes, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store. the giants no more.
I knew you wouldn't give up.
He wouldn't leave his baby.
Looked like he was going to.
Give me back my child. Why does he always cry when I hold him?
Now what are we to do?
We must have a plan before the giant returns.
What?
We all have to think.
If there was just some way we could surprise her.
She's too tall to surprise.
Oh, good friends! When you said... What up with the prince? I don't care. What's important now is that we find a way to fell the giant. How can you help? You could do that? How could I ever thank you?
You can talk to birds?
The birds will help.
How?
Once the giant returns, they'll attack her and peck out her eyes till she's blind.
What good will that do?
Then you can surprise her. Strike her or whatever it takes to kill a giant.
When she's blinded, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
And she'll crush us all.
Smear the ground with pitch.
Yes!
We'll lure her to an area smeared with pitch.
Her shoes will stick and she won't be able to move.
I'll climb a tree and strike her from behind.
I will climb too. It may take 2 mighty blows.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm going to kill another giant.
Quick, it'll be dark soon. We must find the pitch. The baby will be safest here with you. This will take no time.
Oh, no. Don't cry. I know you want your mother.
Hello.
The giant went in that direction.
My darling, I do not recognize you. What are you doing in those old clothes and with a child? You must get back to the castle at once. There's a giant on the loose.
The giant has been to the castle.
No. Are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe because I'm not your only love, am I?
I love you, truly I do. But, yes, it is true.
Why? If you love me, would you have strayed?
I thought if you were mine, I would never wish for more. And part of me is content and is happier than I've ever been, but there remains a part of me that continually needs more.
I have on occasion wanted more! That doesn't mean I went in search of it. If this is how you act as a prince, what kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be charming, sincere. And I did not ask to be born king, and I am not perfect, I am only a human.
I think you should go.
Leave, but I do love you.
Consider me lost, a victim of the giant.
Is that what you wish?
My father's house was a nightmare. Yours was a dream. Now, I want something in between. Please, go.
I shall always love the maiden that ran away.
And I, the faraway prince.
They're almost finished. You see over there, between those 2 trees? When the giant comes here, we're to bring her over there.
Good.
I want to climb the tree, too.
I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I think my granny and my mother would be upset with me.
Why?
They said to always make them proud. And here I am about to kill somebody.
Not somebody, a giant who's been doing harm.
But the giant's a person. Aren't we to show forgiveness? Mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. But no one is alone. I wish I know.
Wait until my mother hears I've slain the giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
Dead? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you. And then she was struck a deadly blow by the prince's steward.
Oh, no. Why would he do that?
He was afraid she was provoking her.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
The steward will pay for this. After we slay the giant, I'll slay him!
You'll do nothing of the kind.
But he shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
I guess not.
Then you must die.
Well, no.
Why not?
Because that would be wrong.
What he did was wrong. He should be punished.
He will be, somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
And then kill him. No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Wrong things, right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Who can say what's true?
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Do things, fight things.
Feel you've lost your way.
You decide, but you are not alone.
Believe me, no one is alone.
No one is alone, believe me.
Truly,
you move just a finger.
Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard.
No one acts alone. Careful, no one is alone. People make mistakes. Fathers,
mothers,
people make mistakes.
Holding to their own. Thinking they're alone. Honor their mistakes.
Fight for their mistakes.
Everybody makes
one another's terrible mistakes. Witches can be right. Giants can be good. You decide what's right. You decide what's good.
Just remember.
Just remember. Someone is on your side. Our side. Someone else is not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot. They are not alone. No one is alone.
Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go.
Things will turn out right now. We can make it so. Someone is on your side.
Go. Oh, here she comes. Remember, don't let her know our plan.
He must pay the price for his wrongs.
Quick! Tell me where he is!
Over there! You see those trees where the birds are clustered? Jack is hiding there.
Thank you! Now justice will be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
She's beginning to fall.
every knot was one straight row.
The harder to wait, the better to have.
Excuse me.
The greater the good, the harder to blow.
When going to hide, know how to get there.
And how to get back.
And eat first. The knife that is sharp today, maybe dull by tomorrow.
And now we can all return home, and let us hope there will be no more killing.
Where am I to go? I have no one to take care of me.
You have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of you.
You will?
Yes, I'll be your mother now.
I don't want another mother. I want a friend and a pet.
Of course, we have nowhere to go, so we'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
It'll be fun.
My house is a shambles, and there's hardly
It'll be
room for...
fun.
All right. You can come with us.
And you shall join us too.
You won't return to the castle.
I'll gladly help you with your house. There are times I actually enjoy cleaning.
How proud my wife would have been of us. And how sad it is that my son will never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that. Of course you were meant to have children.
But how will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Yes, calm the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother. You'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the war. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see the glow. Things will be all right now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, lived a young maiden,
Careful
a
the
sad young
things
lad,
you say.
childless baker,
Children will listen.
with his wife.
Careful the things you do. Children will see and learn. Guide them along the way. Still they won't listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn, to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children. Careful the path they take. Wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children. Sometimes the spell may last past what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen.
Those fearful, those deep, those dark, and though you may lose the path you may those fearful, those deep, those dark, and though you may lose the path you have to fearful, those deep, those trenches, and you have to defend. There are always wolves, there are always spells, there are always beams, there are giant floats. So into the woods you go again. You have to every now and then. Into the woods, no telling when. Be ready for the journey. Into the woods, but not too fast. For what you wish you lose at last. Into the woods, but mind the past. Into the woods, but mind the future. Into the woods, but not to stray or tempt the wolves. Or steer from the journey. The way is dark, the light is dim, but now there's you and him. The choices look small, the choices look grim, but everything you learn there will help when you return there. The light is getting dim.
think I see a glimmer.
Into the woods you have to grope, but that's the way you learn to go. Into the woods to find there's hope of getting through the journey. Into the woods each time you go, there's more to learn of what you know. Into the woods but not too slow. Into the woods it's here in midnight. Into the woods to mind the wolf, to heed the witch, to honor the giant, to mind, to heed, to find, to think, to teach, to join, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. Happy ever after. I wish.
First. Who's first?
Yes. Hello. We don't want to take up any more of your time, but us seniors, since this is our last musical here at Townsend, we would like to share some appreciation for the wonderful people who put such amazing work into the woods and all the other performances here at Townsend. So without further ado, let us begin.
First, we want to say thank you to Leona Sahajalal. I don't know how to say her last name. My bad, Leona. But thank you for doing our makeup and helping with our costumes. We love you.
The next person we'd like to thank is Miss Fee for doing a wonderful job at helping to produce this wonderful show. Where is Miss Fee? She in the audience? Well, she's a flower waiting for her. Next producer we'd like to thank is Mr. O for also doing a wonderful job at helping to produce his wonderful show. More producers still. Thank you to Principal Condon for also doing a wonderful job at producing Into the Woods and for all the wonderful work he does for Townsend.
Okay, so next person we want to thank is Julia Waters for she helped us with social media and forced us and thank you for forcing us to, do some TikToks. So here you go.
The next person we want to thank is Sally. Thank you for ordering and essentially creating all of our costumes. Don't we look amazing? So thank you. You get a flower.
So the next two people we're gonna thank is the people who helped make this amazing set. Christian Song and Mary Kirk, come on up.
And next, we'd like to thank our amazing assistant director, Laura Mazelbus, for all of her amazing reviewing of our show, giving careful notes, and making the show what it is. Thank you, Laura.
Next person we want to thank is Amelia, our backstage manager. Thank you for making sure that our mics and us both do not die. Thank you so much. You got the flower.
Next person that I would like to thank. Maybe some of you want to rewatch Into the Woods when you get home. But how can you do that? Well, thank you to Mr. Sweeney and the Classic team for filming it! Woo! If you want to come down and get your flower, now's the time, but it's okay. We can give it to you later, if you would like.
Next person we want to thank is Autumn, our swing roll. Thank you for memorizing like half of the show and taking some weight off of our minor roll shoulders. Get them up. Come up here. What are you doing? Get up here. Get up here. Get your flower. Woo!
So the next person we'd like to thank is the person who was the main person who did all these lights, who made everything look amazing in the lighting. That would be Brian Judge. Come on down. Where is he?
Next person I'd like to thank is someone who has, wow, this has been a hectic few months doing Into the Woods. And this person, through thick and thin, has always been here for everyone and has always had the time to talk about problems and anything and fixes them as quickly as possible. Alyssa, where are you? Our amazing stage manager! Woo!
All right, and next, our lovely vocal coach, Linda Irizarry, who helped us in making sure that all the vocal numbers were amazing, and I think we all sound pretty good, so thank you, Linda. She literally came back to help us after being just, a freshman in college, so thank you, Linda, for taking the time to come back and helping us with this amazing show, and all of our songs were amazing. We all sound really good.
The next person we'd like to thank is the other person who was the set director, Mr. Remy, for doing all of his helping with all of his wonderful stuff, and just being a great set director. Got a few more people. Next person we'd like to thank is our other vocal coach, the person who is actually also playing the piano throughout all of this, Rich! Woo! Come on up, get your flower. We love you! Almost done. The next person we'd like to thank is not just all of Pitt, but the wonderful person who conducted all of it. Come on, Mr. Heathwood, get up here! Woo! The Pit would not sound so amazing, and we would not be on time and everything without you. Thank you so much. Two more people that we will talk about at the same time. The two wonderful people are Mr. Schwab and Mr. Dunbar, who did an amazing job at directing the thing and producing Into the Woods. This show would be nothing without you two. You guys are amazing! Woo!
Hi, everybody. I am so sorry. I know that it is very late and you have homes to get to and children to get to bed. But I genuinely did not know that this was happening until like a few hours ago. And so there are more flowers. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Because I also organized flowers because they didn't tell me. Anyways, so really quickly, I would like to again thank Mr. Schwab and Mr. Dunbar. Yeah, you can do that. Mr. Heathwood, thank you very much. And also, Rich, thank you so much. Brian, again. Linda, our vocal coach. Where's Linda? Linda! And also Mr. Remy, who, you know, our set. He's not here today. But if you're watching the live stream, I'll see you on Monday. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We really appreciate your support. Have a good night.
And before you go, so sorry. I just want to shout out the seniors that have been involved in the show for 4 years, which is no small task considering there was a remote show, there was a pandemic, a lot going on. So just very quickly, a shout out to Pierre Marbin, Alex Cho. Alex Cho. Alex? Flowers. And Justin Huang. And 2 more seniors, one who's already up here, Brian Judge, for 4 years. And lastly, Kristen Song, 4 years. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night.